Welcome to ASEAN Today. I'm Raymond Goh of Malaysia's TV3 in Kuala Lumpur.
And I'm Dalton Tanonaka of the Indonesia channel at the ASEAN Secretariat in Jakarta. And this is your monthly look at the dynamic Southeast Asia region. We begin here in ASEAN's biggest economy, where a new president was confirmed. The country's constitutional court rejected an election appeal by losing candidate Prabowo Subianto on August 21st. That meant Jakarta Governor Joko Widodo would be inaugurated as Indonesia's 7th president on October 20th. There were fears of major protests ahead of the ruling, but only minor skirmishes with police occurred. Subianto had made claims of voter fraud and intimidation. Thailand also has a new leader. General Prayut Chan-o-cha was named Prime Minister on August 21st by a National Assembly dominated by the military. This came after several months of martial law and the toppling of Yingluck Shinawatra in May. Chan-o-cha is promising to hold elections by the end of 2015.
The remains of 20 Malaysians killed in the shoot-down of a passenger jet in Ukraine were returned home. A national day of mourning was declared on August 22nd. This was the first repatriation of victims following identification in the Netherlands. So far, 28 Malaysians in all have been identified. Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 was hit by a missile fired by pro-Russian rebels in July. All 298 passengers and crew members were killed, including 43 Malaysians. Cambodia's genocide court sentenced the only two surviving leaders of the Killing Fields regime to life in prison. The historic verdicts were announced August 7th against former Khmer Rouge leaders Khieu Sampan and Nguyen Chia. The men were found guilty of murder, political persecution, and other crimes against humanity in the 1970s. Nearly 2 million people were killed in that period of terror. Surviving victims had waited for 35 years for legal accountability.
The territorial dispute in the South China Sea again dominated the discussion at an ASEAN summit of foreign ministers. The claims of several ASEAN states and China have been raising tensions in the region. All parties called for serious dialogue to resolve the matter. Foreign ministers representing 27 countries and economies attended the meeting in Naypyidaw on August 10th, including U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. He addressed issues confronting Myanmar in particular, including ethnic conflicts and constitutional reform. ASEAN itself celebrated its 47th birthday here in Jakarta with a party for family and friends. Secretary General Lee Loong-min led the celebration here at the group secretariat on August 18th. He said ASEAN is on the threshold of realizing a dream with the planned ASEAN Economic Community next year. Indonesia's foreign minister offered his congratulations.
The fact that through its existence over the past 47 years, we have made Southeast Asia a region of peace and of stability and prosperity. And in a world that is very much affected by conflict, this is not a minor achievement.
The AEC is scheduled to become reality in December of next year.
Tourists are returning to Thailand after a nighttime curfew was lifted in early July. Tourism officials say more than 1,000 Chinese tourists arrived in Bangkok in a single week, a sign of revival in the visitor industry. The government offered a 3-month exemption of visa fees for Chinese nationals to lure them back after months of security fears. The goal is to reach a target of 26.2 million international arrivals with the second half rebound.
If, as it's said, that land is the basis of all wealth, then Myanmar is welcoming a surge of property investors. ASEAN Today's Andita Winda reports.
Myanmar's real estate sector has attracted the attention of domestic and foreign enterprises since the nation began introducing political and economic reforms in 2011. The country's construction and real estate industries have seen rapid growth in the past 3 years. In November 2012, Myanmar's president signed into effect a new foreign investment law, under which investors are not permitted to wholly own property or land in the country. They can only do so through joint venture partnerships with local governments or private citizens.
这从2012年之后，变成最多的什么呢？就是来找获金的，或是自己想来买土地。 地以后来盖大楼跟公寓的这个很多。
Land prices and rents have risen significantly in recent years, with the current cost of renting office space of an international standard reaching as high as $800 per square meter.
从2009年之前，宁丁的房地产一直是什么呢？这个涨幅度不大，就是个一年啊，一块土地涨个10%左右。 但是从2009年以后到2009年到2013年这个什么中选，这个涨幅度就最大，就在这2年多左右啊，平均大概要涨个250%左右。
Investment from neighboring countries such as China, Singapore, Vietnam, and Thailand has been flowing into Myanmar. One German real estate company has proclaimed Myanmar's former capital city of Yangon as one of the best places in the world for real estate investment, according to a German real estate website. Andita Winda for ASEAN Today.
More ASEAN Today is coming up shortly.
Indonesia may have a president-elect, but the current office holder isn't done yet. Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono outlines his accomplishments next.
Dalam pembangunan Indonesia.
You're watching ASEAN Today. I'm Raymond Goh in Kuala Lumpur.
And I'm Dalton Tanonaka in Jakarta. Indonesia's president delivered his final State of the Nation address on August 15th, highlighting his successes over the past 10 years in office. Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono is in the hot seat.
Selama 1 dekade terakhir, kita mencatat bersama beberapa perkembangan positif dalam pembangunan Indonesia. Pertama, kita dapat menjaga stabilitas dan kondisi makroekonomi yang relatif baik. Walaupun bangsa kita terus diterpa cobaan, apakah itu dalam bentuk bencana alam maupun krisis moneter global utamanya yang terjadi pada tahun 2008. Kedua, Indonesia terus mencetak pertumbuhan ekonomi yang relatif tinggi. Pada periode tahun 2009-2013, secara rata-rata pertumbuhan ekonomi nasional mencapai 5,9%. Ini jauh lebih tinggi dari pertumbuhan ekonomi Amerika Serikat, Eropa, dan Jepang pada kurun waktu yang sama. Di semester pertama tahun 2014 ini, ekonomi kita memang mengalami perlambatan, menjadi sekitar 5,2%. Sungguh pun demikian, di antara negara-negara G20, kita tetap menempati posisi pertumbuhan tertinggi setelah Tiongkok. Ketiga, utang negara kini telah berada dalam situasi yang jauh lebih aman. Utang adalah faktor penting karena berkaitan dengan rasa percaya diri dan harga diri suatu bangsa. Utang juga sering dianggap sebagai ancaman dan stigma yang buruk oleh rakyat Indonesia. Di puncak krisis moneter tahun 1998, rasio utang kita terhadap PDB adalah 85%, yang artinya utang kita hampir sama besarnya dengan penghasilan bangsa kita. Dengan susah payah, akhirnya kita berhasil menurunkan rasio utang terhadap PDB kita menjadi sekitar 23%. Sekali lagi, ini bukanlah capaian yang boleh diabaikan. Mari kita bandingkan dengan rasio utang terhadap PDB negara-negara maju yang terus tinggi. Jepang 227,2%, Amerika Serikat 101,5%, atau Jerman 78,4%. Dalam hal ini, rasio utang terhadap PDB Indonesia adalah yang terendah di antara negara-negara G20. Kita juga telah melunasi utang kita kepada IMF dan melakukannya 4 tahun lebih awal dari jadwal yang telah disepakati. Indonesia telah menjadi anggota G20. Ini menandakan bahwa posisi Indonesia dalam peta ekonomi dunia sudah jauh berubah. G20 di abad ke-21 telah menjadi forum utama untuk melakukan kerjasama ekonomi internasional. Dalam forum ini kita berdiri sejajar dan duduk setara dengan negara-negara maju dan ekonomi besar lainnya. Indonesia tidak lagi melihat proses keputusan ekonomi dunia dari luar atau di pinggiran. Kini kita ikut membuat keputusan ekonomi dunia tersebut dari dalam sebagai anggota G20. Pendek kata, Indonesia telah menjadi salah satu pemain inti dalam ekonomi internasional. Di lingkungan terdekat di Asia Tenggara, Indonesia senantiasa berkontribusi pada penguatan Asean bagi terciptanya suatu kawasan yang damai dan sejahtera. Selama 5 tahun terakhir ini, termasuk saat menjadi Ketua ASEAN sepanjang tahun 2014, Indonesia terus mendorong sentralitas ASEAN dalam percaturan kawasan dan peningkatan peran ASEAN dalam menghadapi permasalahan global. Indonesia terus berkomitmen untuk memastikan kesiapan diri kita menuju pembentukan komunitas ASEAN 2015 di ketiga pilar, baik dalam pilar politik dan keamanan, pilar ekonomi maupun pilar sosial budaya. Mengingat semakin dekatnya pembentukan komunitas ASEAN 2015, yaitu 31 Desember 2015, kita harus semakin giat mensosialisasikannya kepada seluruh rakyat Indonesia, apakah pengusaha, buruh, pemerintah daerah, mahasiswa, masyarakat madani, ataupun seniman, agar mereka dapat memahami segala peluang dan tantangan yang ada dan dapat meraih sebanyak mungkin manfaat dari komunitas bersama 600 juta jiwa ini.
Yudhoyono's term-limited 10 years in office will end on October 20th. More ASEAN Today is coming up shortly.
We have the story of a Korean tattoo artist making his mark in Cambodia and then getting up close in Manila without getting stung.
This is ASEAN Today.
And we're coming to you this month from Jakarta and Kuala Lumpur. Young Cambodians are getting inked by a tattoo artist who faced cultural challenges in his native Korea. ASEAN Today's Prisma Kinanti explains.
Sun Kang is a master of the traditional Japanese irezumi tattoo style, which is commonly associated with the Yakuza Mafia in Japan. The Korean expatriate set up Black Star 5 years ago in Cambodia's capital, Phnom Penh, and it is now one of the city's most popular tattoo studios. Sun began studying tattooing at the age of 24 when he became an apprentice to a Japanese tattoo master in his hometown of Busan.
처음에 친구가 전신 문신을 하는데 제가 좀 따라갔었어요. 근데 한국은 아직 문신이 불법이고 이게 간판을 드러내놓고 하는 샵들이 없기 때문에 굉장히 처음에 호기심이 많았었어요. 근데 뭐 비용도 많이 비싸고 일단 정해진 가격이 없고 텍스가 없다 보니 비용도 많이 비싸고 뭐 아프기도 하고 인식도 안 좋고 도대체 이걸 왜 하나 그렇게 생각을 했었어요 맨 처음에.
Before moving to Cambodia, Sun had an underground tattoo shop in South Korea. But it was difficult to be a tattoo artist at the time, as the law there says only medical professionals can penetrate a person's skin with a needle. Tattooing there is also officially frowned upon because of Korean National Military Service, which requires all males to serve 2 years in the army, unless they are impoverished, disabled, or heavily tattooed. For that reason, the government made tattoo parlors illegal, so objectors can get tattooed to avoid the draft. A few years ago, tattoos in Cambodia were often associated with criminality. Today, they are a fashion accessory popular with ordinary young people.
지금은 트렌드가 많이 바뀐 것 같아요. 불과 4, 5년 전만 해도 배드 피플들이 주로 타투를 많이 하였는데 지금은 패션의 일부분으로 일반인들도 목 뒤나 뭐 손등이나 손가락 뭐 보이는 곳에 타투를 많이 하고 있는 것 같습니다.
Around 40% of Black Star's customers are locals. Tribal tattoos are popular with foreigners, while Itazumi tattoos are the choice for many Cambodians.
សម្រាប់ខ្ញុំការសាក់រូបជារបៀបនេះខ្ញុំគិតថាវាមិនមែនជាលក្ខណៈ gangster ខ្ញុំខ្លួនឯងគឺខ្ញុំដឹងថារូបភាពហ្នឹងគឺជាលក្ខណៈដូចជា gangster អញ្ចឹងប៉ុន្តែការគិតរបស់ខ្ញុំគឺមិនមែនជាអញ្ចឹងទេគឺជាលក្ខណៈសិល្បៈមួយ
I love tattoo since I was young, so that's why I make it. And by the way, like for me, tattoo it's like art, and it's nothing about gangster. And I love mostly like the classic tattoo, more like black and white things, not really color.
With more young Cambodians plugged into the internet, the popularity of tattoos seems certain to keep growing, meaning the future looks bright for tattoo shops like Black Star. Prisma Kinanti for ASEAN Today.
Here are several events on the ASEAN calendar. Shane Falan will be live at the World Trade Center in Manila with the greatest hits of the UK boy band Westlife on October 1st. Malaysia Fashion Week 2014 will hit the runway from October 17th to the 22nd at the Manara Ma Trade in Kuala Lumpur. And Myanmar's Tagi District Balloon Festival is set to fly October 31st to November 6th. Getting up close to the most deadly sea creature in the world is the center of a marine attraction in Manila. ASEAN Today's Nongol Darapati also shows us the beautiful side of the jellyfish.
Jellyfish are feared by most people because of their sting, which can cause excruciating pain, leave a permanent scar, and sometimes be fatal. Manila Ocean Park showcases 7 different types of jellyfish found in the Philippines, drawing visitors' attention to the beautiful movements of these semi-transparent sea creatures. One of them is the box jellyfish, which is regarded by some scientists as the deadliest sea creature on Earth because of its extremely toxic venom.
Parang education na rin sa mga tao na perception nila na ganun lagi na harmful agad yung perception nila when it comes to jellyfish. But hindi naman ganun. Drifter lang sila, kumbaga kung ano yung current ng dagat, andun sila. At saka kumbaga gusto naman alisin yung perception ng mga tao na nang-a-attack yung jellyfish, na hindi talaga sila nang-a-attack.
Jellyfish consists of a gelatinous umbrella above a circle of tentacles that surround a central mouth. This mouth opens into a stomach and is also used to get rid of waste. Jellyfish also have stinging cells called nematocysts, which are coiled and fired like a harpoon when triggered.
I felt it's really stinging and it really hurts. Like literally I have to run straight to the shores and everyone's panicking because it's so painful. I couldn't contain myself. Someone has to get vinegar to put on my legs, but even after they wash it, still really hurts. So I will never forget that.
Despite its scary venom, visitors are amazed by the marine invertebrates' behavior.
I think it's really worth it to visit it. I think it's nice to see something about the ocean's life, especially here in the jellyfish room. It's fun to watch it. It's amazing how you see how these animals are behaving and how they look like from so close.
The exhibit, open every day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., features the latest technology in lighting, music, and multimedia effects, which will leave visitors in awe. The entrance fee for the exhibit is 150 Philippine pesos, or around $3.45 per person. Nongol Darapati for ASEAN Today.
It is feedback time, and we enjoy getting your comments from throughout the ASEAN region and the world. Joining us with this month's comments is Danny Lee of the ASEAN Secretariat. Danny, good to see you. Your first time with us in this segment. Who's saying what this month?
Oh yes, Dalton, comments are coming in from across the region. The AIM School tweeted this: watch the ASEAN Today video and learn the highlights. Yes, we post every program on YouTube, so please check it out if you missed it live. David posted this on our Facebook page. I would like to offer your Facebook followers a free online English reading course. That's cool, David. If anyone watching is interested, we'll put you in touch with this educator based in Thailand. Now, email us at aseantodaytv@gmail.com to comment or suggest a program topic, or post something on our Facebook page, or tweet us at ASEANTodayTV. And that's all we have for this month, Dalton.
All right, Danny, thank you very much. Good job, yeah. And by the way, beautiful shirt. This is a native Indonesian fabric.
Yes, one of the many fabulous national dresses we have in ASEAN.
Ikat.
Ikat,
Ikat,
yes.
not batik. People would think this is batik, but it's
Yes, this is what you get from Bali and Lombok.
similar but different.
Right.
All right,
Thank
Danny.
you.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. Okay, Raymond.
Support for gay rights brought out hundreds in Hanoi to an annual bike rally. Members and supporters of Vietnam's lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender community rolled down the capital's busy streets on August 3rd. They wore T-shirts supporting same-sex marriage and waved rainbow flags. This was the third year of the event. The gay rights movement has been making progress here, although homosexuality is still generally considered a taboo subject. And that's ASEAN Today for this month. I'm Raymond Goh of Malaysia's TV3 in Kuala Lumpur.
And I'm Dalton Taranaka of the Indonesia channel at the ASEAN Secretariat in Jakarta. Thank you very much for watching and see you again next month.